Welcome back, guys. We have BX-38 Crimson Garuda here for unboxing. Crimson Garuda 470 Transpoint has a height changing bit, switching from upper and lower attack by 1mm either before the battle or by riding the extreme rail. Crimson Garuda is owned by Garuda Konjiki. Here is the back, as well is a description of the blade having both upper and lower attack capabilities. Here are the stats on the back of the box, and let's get to unboxing this thing. Like I said in my other video, Crimson Garuda looks like MS Dronzer, and being an homage to Dronzer, it makes sense. The bit beast looks great as well. The upper blade, being smoother, is for light stamina loss, and the lower blade, having an aggressive shape, is good for counters. We get a 470 ratchet in Crimson Red. Nothing really special about this, I'm probably going to switch it out anyway. And now for the Transpoint bit. First things first, the point of the bit does actually come out more than the point bit. This bit is one of among the few that have a disc around the gears like the Elevate or Rubber XL. And finally, we see what makes the Transpoint bit change height. If you look at the shaft, the guard has different leveled parts for when twisted. This is what makes the bit change height when it rides the extreme rail. Let's get the weight of the blade, and it comes out to 35.01. This is actually pretty heavy, as I've seen other people had it at 34.5 or less. Let's put this thing together, and it looks really good. The red color scheme is nice, and we see right here in the high mode that the tab is on the height indicators, and by switching it and putting it the tabs in between the indicators, it gives you the low mode. On the high mode, the bit does take the good amount of force to release, so the burst risk isn't terrible, but it does leave a good gap from the ratchet that can easily be burst. Now let's do some test launches on both the high and low mode. So let's do some test battles with the Crimson Garuda 470 Transpoint. I will put in the mode that I'm launching at the start of each battle. Now for final thoughts. I will say that the stock build of Crimson Garuda isn't very good. First things first, 470 is very burst prone, enough in low mode that it bursts still. Definitely the weakest part of the build. The blade I feel like has good upper and lower attack, but it's still light compared to recent releases like Silver Wolf, Whale Wave, Samurai Sabre, and Nightmail. Next, the transpoint bit is a double-edged sword. The bit bursts quite a few times. It can burst if you launch it wrong or too hard while riding the extreme rail, but it can also be good. The high mode is actually good for destabilizing bays heavier than it, and the low mode does a good job of giving over finishes, burst, and good for stamina. When I wasn't recording, I even got a battle where I was in high mode destabilizing rudder and rode the extreme rail, switched to low mode, and hit it in the pocket. That's the dream scenario though, being able to use both in the battle at the right time. I feel like with good customization, this bay can actually be good, and I feel like people will get rid of the transpoint bit and switch to something with a lower build. Well, that's all I have for you guys. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. I will be doing combo testing with Crimson Garuda, Samurai Sabre, and Nightmail. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon.